Understanding that the postmortem for the late Reverend Orville Moore was done today, and the cause of death was determined to be strangulation. It's not really surprising because we had that suspicion. So far we have no evidence or any suspicion based on our investigation that a third party was traveling with him. But the investigation is open, and we're appealing to the public if they have any information to call our NIB tip line at 811, Crime Stop at 311, or Police Emergency 811. But we continue to do lines of inquiries. We have been able to, based on we have seen sight of the Reverend at different points of the journey, and we have not seen where there was a third party or a second person in the vehicle with him.
You're watching Jamaica YouTube TV, so we get it exactly how we tell it. No fabrication, you got it? So just like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell and little bless outside saying, and well.
JY family, silent viewers, silent listeners, welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time to the channel, please I'm asking you to subscribe to the channel, hit that bell icon to be notified, and share the video at least to one person. JY family, no. Them say if you no go so, it near for go so. Yeah, that a famous Jamaican quote. Yeah man. You see when time the news a break, me I tell you say, everybody and them mother say look here. Somebody slap with the gentleman here. Somebody slap him with. Yeah, because them happen to found the vehicle in Manchester. We are going to make you hear the official report, JY family. And when we come back, we talk some more. And
found. The police have confirmed that the body of a man found this afternoon beside a silver motor vehicle in a ravine along Spurtree Hill in Manchester is that of missing Acting Deputy Commissioner of Corrections, Reverend Orville Moore.
But was it foul play? Krista Campbell was on location and filed this report.
About 2 o'clock Thursday afternoon, confirmation from Acting Head of the Criminal Investigation Branch, CIB, Assistant Police Commissioner Cleon Marsh.
What appears to be the body of the Acting Deputy Commissioner of Corrections, Reverend Orville Moore, has just been found in the Spurtree area of Manchester. We have confirmed that the body is his, and the body was found very close to his personal vehicle, which was discovered mangled. It appears, or we are theorizing that at this time, that the vehicle seemed to have been
at a section of Spurtree Hill in Manchester called Eglinton, scores of police and a few residents started to gather. Soon after, chaos as curious onlookers parked their vehicles to the side of the road trying to find out what was happening. Traffic ground to a halt because of it, but minutes later slowly started moving again. Later, employees of the Department of Correctional Services arrived, the fire service, and eventually members of the Jamaica Defence Force, JDF. Police told me they were trying to find evidence of where the car belonging to missing Acting Deputy Commissioner of Corrections, Reverend Orville Moore, veered off the road. They concentrated their search here in Eglinton because it's an area where larger units like trucks usually run off the road. Sometime later, persons pointed to a suspected vehicular track, but it didn't seem fresh. However, the Reverend had been missing since Monday, hours after he was seen leaving his relative's home off Malines Road in St. Andrew. As the crowd in the area started to build, police went searching the ravine below. Soon after, officers asked everyone to step behind a certain defined area. Reverend Moore was the Chief Rehabilitation and Probation Aftercare Officer before he was recently appointed Interim Deputy Commissioner of Corrections. At the crime scene, his colleagues were worried and distraught. Though they did not want to speak on camera, they noted the fact that team members from Clarendon, Manchester and St. Elizabeth went to the scene is testament to Mr. Moore's notable character. Krista.
So, when the news break, JY family at first, about Mr. Moore being missing, I report on it. But it is not lack of negligence why I never do a follow-up. It's just because as I work a full-time job, different from YouTube. And sometimes, you know, you have personal things going on. Yeah, so sometimes you're overwhelmed. So I never get to follow up on the story when everything revealed, JY family. So, you know, forgive me for that. But boy, this is sad, man. Listen to me, a bad mind kill this man. Yeah. You understand? Them need to investigate it properly. Swab the car, man. Yeah, some fingerprint. Run the fingerprint on the car. Something. Find something, because this is too obvious. Yeah, I think there was a third person in the car. Because remember, say if me and you travel, why would you go in the back and me and you alone a travel? You have to be there in front, not true? Automatically you will come at the front, come sit down. Yeah, unless someone else is in there. So me just think say there's a third person, you know, and that person grabbed Mr. Moore from the back. Allegedly something go on, or just someone sit beside him and just grab him and start strangling him, and then before you know it. But pre this, right? If the person grab Mr. Moore like that, you know, and start strangling him from that side, automatically everybody would have dead. Because right then and there, the vehicle would have run over in the gully. You see me? So, listen, this well planned, orchestrated, this well planned out. Yeah. Talk to my JY family, tell me what to think about this. Condolences to Mr. Moore family. I have to take the time out to, you know, shout out to Michibu Closet. She is one of the JY family who really go above and beyond for this channel. She is a family of Mr. Moore, and she's not taking it well. You know, so Michibu Closet, you don't know, the whole JY family is mourning with you on this one, man. Trust me. Ah, boy.
Ruben Williams reports.
Danielle's murder has resulted in widespread condemnation across the country. The police are still trying to piece together what happened in their attempts to make an arrest in the case. In breaking her silence on the murder of her child, Danielle's mother is questioning what made the perpetrators attack her 8-year-old.
My mind, I don't know, because as I said, I don't like me and nobody in anything. So I don't know where lead this, what lead this to happen. I don't know.
The young mother says upon hearing the news that her child could not be found, she rushed to the school barefooted. According to Danielle's mother, she was in disbelief.
I always watch news and hear other things happen to other parents. I never expect it would happen to me. I never expect, because when I heard that my daughter went missing, I told, basically walk out of my shoes, go to the school. Because I said, no man, this can't. I'm just a hope to say, alright then. Probably she come home with one of her classmates, them will live nearby. But I said, no, she not going to do that because she never do it before. So my head all over the place. And that's when I heard that she was at the hospital.
Young Danielle was resuscitated, intubated, and rushed into the operating theatre at the Bustamante Hospital for Children. Though she had a 50-50 chance of survival, the medical team was hailing as a miracle the absence of any damage to her carotid arteries. The arteries, which are on either side of the neck, are major blood vessels that provide the brain's blood supply. The limit or blocking of blood flow to the brain can result in a stroke. On Saturday morning, the news of her passing circulated quickly across the country. Accompanying many of the social media posts were the images of a smiling Danielle in her uniform. Behind that smile was a youngster who loved animals and had a nurturing nature. Among her mother's fondest memories was how Danielle cared for her when she was ill.
You say I'm sick? She come, mommy. You alright? I say no, I'm not alright. Either she go get the alcohol for rub my head or my foot, but she try put me to sleep. That's just her. That's just her. I wake up or anything, even when I come in from work, she come and she'll kiss me. Even if she asleep and she knows that I come in, she say, mommy, you okay? And she kiss me. Because even the same day she went missing, when I take her to school, she kissed me and said, mommy, when I come home, I go do my project, because I had a project doing for her for school, and she kissed me and said, mommy, when I come home, I go finish my project.
Robianne Williams for Nationwide News.
So much promise, so much potential. Yeah? A caregiver. She was. Sidney, her mom, has other children. And yesterday, the National Security Minister, Dr. Hurst Chang, promised that the government would be providing professional counseling to the other members of Danielle's family.
There are two other siblings, a little one, 4-year-old, who of course will require support, and will be missing his sister for a long time. The 16-year-old will seem more stronger, but is the one that requires even greater support, because she fully understands what's happening and will ensure that they'll not only be this short visit, but in the medium term, the kind of professional counsel required for the family will be provided. I think the elements of the chaplain service will be going to the school and working with the school as well. It's a primary school, so the entire school is feeling the pain and hurting. We're going to work and do whatever is required to give support and find the perpetrator.
Dr. Hurst Chang, he visited Danielle's mom on Sunday, along with the police commissioner, Major General Anthony Anderson, representatives of the constabulary force. Dr. Chang says an intensive investigation is underway to track down those involved in the murder.
We're here to really give support to the mother, the chaplaincy service and the police involved, and there are all elements of the police, the community security and safety branch, working with the family as well as the school to give support. And the other side of it, of course, we have all elements of the police involved to track down the perpetrator of this brutal act. It's a tragedy, but an extreme act of brutality, and we have to find that perpetrator of this. So all the investigating teams are on and taking advantage of all this technology available.
Dr. Hurst Chang, well, we can do more than lamenting, you know. One of the most effective things we can do is, if you know anything, is to tell the police. Do you know who picked up Danielle from Brayton Primary on Thursday? Did you see anything on Roosevelt Avenue Thursday afternoon? If you were in that vicinity, try and jog your memory. We have the photo of Danielle. Yes? We have that.
Me love Jamaica, me nah sell out. Them try clip we wings, somehow we can't fly out. But when we there yard, nothing nice like Jamaica. Roast breadfruit and banana. Under the tree with a glass.